want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they? Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down and 4, Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Bridgewater. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Elliott.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11th.
Bridgewater. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 69 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
To number 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers 3, Dolphins 0.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 0.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Toss left to Elliott.
At the 42-yard.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Down and sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
6. Dolphins, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your up.
Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
from the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
6-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Bridgewater's now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Bridgewater's pass.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Being chased out left. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. From there, let's head off and check the second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 31-21, the final score. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times?
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
There's a throw, and the moment's taken in by his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater, and that's off the mark, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
Buying time to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
at the 41-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
First and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to try and take off with it. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 13. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Panthers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
A loss of 9 yards.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Bridgewater.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. A dump off to Elliott. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he He's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're spending no extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Bridgewater to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.